Skinny Hardaway 7T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy and you roll on in. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Shout out my guy D-Man Jr. Shout out my guy Toughest G. My guy MP What the Fuck. Skills from New Orleans. Josh Sanders 86. Shout out to my guy Carl Hunter. Appreciate y'all sliding through this joint. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Today I'm here for a good time. Not a long time. I'm here with some MMA news, some boxing news, a little bit of both, right? A little bit of both. This weekend, the women's boxing match for Undisputed got canceled. Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. That fight was canceled. So that shifted a lot of focus to the MMA world, right? In the MMA world, they had their own little mix-up this weekend as well. Khamzat Chimaev came in 8 pounds overweight, and that calls for the whole card to be turned upside down on his head. You know what I mean? Khamzat came in 8 pounds overweight, so they had the main event, the co-main, and the fight before the co-main. They had all of that flip upside down on his head. We ended up getting, instead of Nate Diaz versus Chimaev, right? We ended up getting Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson, which turned out to be, a much better fight for us. We ended up getting Lane Leach versus Daniel Rodriguez, in which I thought Leach won that fight, but they ended up giving it to Rodriguez. You know what I mean? And we got Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland. But the fight I want to talk about today is Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Nate Diaz was successful. Nate Diaz was successful. Nate Diaz was successful in his fight this weekend against Tony Ferguson. And not too long after Nate Diaz's win over Tony Ferguson at the post-fight presser, he announced that he will be making a transition into boxing. He said that he always wanted to get into boxing. It was always a dream of his to box. He tried to box a couple years ago, right? He was about to box I think it was James Toney. Nate Diaz was about to box James Toney. Right? He was about to box James Toney, but the fight ended up falling through. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, it was here and then it was gone, as quick as it was here type deal. But Nate Diaz has always had his eye, on the boxing world. We look at Nate Diaz as one of the better, hand strikers, right? MMA. Is it too late for him, right? He is an older guy, 37 years old, to be transitioning from MMA to boxing. But the fact that, he's 37, 38, but he has been, involved in combat sports, here throughout. It may not necessarily be the worst thing for him, going from MMA to boxing. A lot of these guys, I won't say a lot of them, but there's a fair share of them, right? There's a fair share of them MMA guys who who try their hand at boxing. Chris Cyborg, y'all know Chris Cyborg, the lady champion. Chris Cyborg, one of the best women, to ever do it. One of the best women MMA martial artists to ever do it. She's also making her boxing debut this year, next month, I think. Now Nate Diaz's first fight. Nate Diaz said his first fight is either going to be Anderson Silva or, I know you guys ain't gonna like this, or Jake Paul, right? It's going to be Anderson Silva or Jake Paul. And ironically, Anderson Silva and Jake Paul are actually, what's good, quick. Appreciate you sliding through this junk, quick. Glad you can make it. Shout out my guy Josh Sanders, 86. My guy D-Man Jr. Appreciate y'all sliding through. If y'all could smash that like button for your boy. You know what I mean? He said his opponents are going to be Anderson Silva or, Jake Paul. A lot of these MMA guys are transitioning into boxing. Now, it happens a whole lot. Like, it's a lot of people that box that do MMA too that a lot of people want to know, right? You want to know. It's a lot of people that do MMA that box as well, or they used to box that a lot of people wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So it's not uncommon for MMA guys and boxers, to cross, right? It's It's uncommon to have high level boxers and high level and big known boxers and MMA fighters to cross over from sport to sport, but it's not uncommon. If you look at a lot of these boxers' early fights, right, you will see a lot of MMA fighters on those guys' records. Now, they're not a lot of popular MMA fighters. It ain't a lot of people who used to fight MMA, right? But a lot of those boxers do have MMA background. A lot of those MMA guys do have boxing backgrounds. Not an uncommon thing. Nate Diaz is one of the more successful strikers in MMA. I really think if Nate Diaz was like in his prime, maybe, right? Nate Diaz was like 27, 23. Or if he had started as a kid, I think Nate Diaz could have been a hell of a boxer because he was a hell of a MMA fighter. You get what I'm saying? I think he could have been a hell of a boxer. In MMA, people say, well, Diaz lost this many fights. I know because in MMA, a lot of the times the people used to grab Diaz. They'll grab on him, pin him down, stuff like that. Now, Diaz will put you in a submission, so he got submission victories. But the thing to beat Diaz has always been take him down on the ground and neutralize. The thing to beat Diaz has never been stand there and strike with him. You know what I mean? More people ended up striking with him towards the end of his career as he got older. But even still, that shit will get you in trouble. You know what I mean? But Nate Diaz, he had his eyes set on Anderson Silva or Jake Paul. And, I'm going to talk about the Jake Paul thing for a little second. You know what I mean? But I don't want people to look at Nate and think of him, as a joke. The thing a lot like Tyrone Woodley, I think Tyrone Woodley messed up his own legacy by fighting Nate because now people looking at it as a big joke. I want to get us out of this. I want to get us out of this. I want to get us out of this mix, right? Where because MMA fighters fight Jake Paul, they become jokes or laughing stocks because Tyrone Woodley and Anderson Silva and Nate Diaz are exactly everything but laughing stocks. You know what I mean? So I'm actually all for Nate Diaz transitioning into boxing. I actually think that he might get Jake Paul if he fights him right. Jake Paul's about to fight Anderson Silva, so we gonna see how that goes. But if Anderson Silva ain't able to do it right, because he's 40 plus, if Anderson Silva ain't able to do it, go ahead and line Nick Diaz up and let him see to it. But I'm finna reach out this article straight where I got it from, so y'all know I ain't pulling y'all leg or pitching y'all bullshit. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. I don't know if this your first time, but if you could, not make it your last time. If y'all could, smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. But let me read to y'all straight from the article. One of the UFC's biggest stars, Nate Diaz, finished his long run with the company on Saturday night in Las Vegas. After picking up a submission win over Tony Ferguson at UFC 279, Diaz was initially scheduled to fight rising star Khamzat Chimaev, but Khamzat Chimaev failed to make weight on Friday. Chimaev was a massive favorite to beat Diaz, who had one fight remaining on his UFC contract. I don't like how they worded this because the way that they worded this made it sound like that Nate Diaz missed weight. Listen to this shit. It say Nate Diaz was initially scheduled to fight rising star Khamzat Chimaev, but he failed to make weight on Friday. Chimaev was a massive favorite to beat Diaz. They said, but he failed to make weight on Friday. They kind of sound like y'all trying to say Nate Diaz missed weight, but I digress. Chimaev was a massive favorite to beat Diaz, who had one fight remaining on his UFC contract. After the weight mishaps with Chimaev, it didn't say with Chimaev, it said after the weight mishap. They doing their best to not say Chimaev on here. You know what I mean? He said who had one fight remaining on his UFC contract. After the weight mishaps, the UFC forced to reorganize several fights on the card, finalized with a fight between Diaz and Ferguson. Diaz, who spent the last 15 years with the UFC, is now looking to pursue other lucrative options, with boxing likely his destination. And the biggest fight for him is a showdown with the YouTube turned boxer Jake Paul. Paul is scheduled to return to the ring next month when he faces another UFC legend, Anderson Silva, who some odds makers have listed as the favorite in that contest. So the odds makers right now are listing Anderson Silva as the favorite to beat Jake Paul, which I agree with. I I most definitely agree with Anderson Silva being the favorite to beat Jake Paul. Paul already holds stoppage wins over former UFC fighters Ben Askren and Tyrone Woodley. Diaz has angled for this fight with Paul in the past, but his UFC contract prevented him from pursuing that avenue. Now that the charismatic fighter is free to pursue other opportunities outside the UFC, all I know it's been a love-hate relationship with me in the UFC the whole time. I've been in this organization, but at the end of the day, I love the UFC. Shout out to Dana White, Lorenzo Ferretti, and Hunter Campbell for giving me the opportunities and the platform for the whole time, for everybody and myself. I want to get out of the UFC for a minute and show all these UFC fighters how to take over and own up another sport. How you supposed to do it? Because Conor McGregor didn't know how to do it when he boxed Floyd Mayweather. None of these other fighters know how to do it. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take over another profession and become the best at that. Show everybody I'm the best at that. And then I'm going to be right the fuck back here to get another motherfucking UFC title. The best title in the world. So Nate Diaz said that, he's transitioning to boxing to try his hand at boxing and become, the best at that. Now, the one thing I don't like is these UFC guys, I don't like the UFC guys, pretending that they're going to take over boxing, right? If y'all go come over here, fight Jake Paul, do a couple more fights, then I get it. But the thing that y'all go take over boxing, I kind of think that's a stretch, especially with Nate Diaz being 37. But what Nate Diaz, that is Nate Diaz, right? You know what I mean? I don't expect nothing less than Nate Diaz to say that. You know what I mean? But that's what Nate Diaz, had to say about it. More than likely he'll be fighting, a Jake Paul or Anderson Silva, depending on who wins that fight, right? I think, as far as this situation goes, I'm happy. Hold on, I saw Carl say something. He said, "Was that not the weirdest arrangement in UFC history?" Right, Carl. You talking about that weight miss, like you talking about Khamzat Chimaev missing weight, and then them having to, scramble all those other fights. Yeah, that was rather real. I mean, we could talk about it. I ain't do my UFC recap from the other night. You know what I mean? We could talk about it. I got about another 15 minutes, We could do that, at least another 15 minutes. So we could talk about it. My recap. The recap from Saturday on that wild UFC card. My guy Carl was just saying that like how crazy of a night it was in UFC. So basically, let me tell y'all. What happened in the UFC. Yeah, my bad. So let's Monica, what's good, Monica? Appreciate you sliding through. Shout out my girl Monica for sliding through. Let me drop the flames for my girl Monica one time. What's good, Queen? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Monica. Glad you can make it. But yeah, let's talk about it. So this weekend, the main event supposed to be Nate Diaz versus Khamzat Chimaev. Right, we supposed to have Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. We supposed to have Kevin Holland versus I think his name is Daniel Rodriguez, D. Rodriguez. Shout out my guy Rodriguez. I like Rodriguez. I want to talk about Rodriguez fight for sure because Rodriguez, he had an interesting, night. But we go get into it. And then we supposed to have Lane face off against Tony Ferguson, right? So two things in that situation. I think that Nate Diaz, who was originally scheduled to fight Khamzat Chimaev, and I think that Tony Ferguson, who was originally scheduled to fight Ling Leach, I think both of those guys got saved. I think both of those guys got saved, right? I think both of those guys got saved. I think both of those guys were put in situations, over this weekend, right, where they were supposed to lose. I think both of those guys were put in situations, right, where, they would sit into a fight, not to win. I think Nate Diaz was trying to. I think Dana White was trying to prove a point with Nate Diaz, right? I think he was trying to send him out beat up because he knew that he wanted to go box. Nate Diaz is a big seller. Nate Diaz is a big seller in the UFC. And if you've been following the UFC and Dana White in this Nate Diaz situation, we all know that Dana White really didn't want Nate Diaz to leave, right? He didn't want Nate Diaz. He never wanted Nate Diaz, to leave the UFC. This is something that Nate Diaz wanted to do because Nate Diaz wanted to go pick up, this Jake Paul bag or this boxing bag or or whatever. So Dana White really was doing his best to keep Nate Diaz in the UFC, which is what the holdup was for Nate Diaz's fight to begin with anyway. So I think so. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the boxing MMA. I know we're gonna talk about the boxing MMA. What's good, Curtis? Well, appreciate you sliding through this, John Curtis. Glad you could make it. My bad, y'all. I'm multitasking. I'm talking to my homegirl and I'm talking to y'all. But yeah, so I feel like both of those fighters, Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz, was putting fights to lose. I feel like they was putting these matches to get beat up. But Khamzat Chimaev, indirectly, right? What's good, Curtis Swell? Directly, indirectly, he saved the card. You know what I mean? So by him missing weight, going up 8 pounds, right? That forced Kevin Holland into a fight with Khamzat Chimaev because they both were around the same weight, right? That forced Tony Ferguson to have to fight Nate Diaz because Tony Ferguson is a little smaller, right? But naturally he's a 170 guy who went down to 155. So, he put those guys back in the ring with each other, more of a natural weight. UFC legend, brawler, you know what I mean? Worked out. It actually ended up working out better, right? We got more exciting fights out of it. And we had Lean versus Rodriguez. So let's talk about it. My guy Boxing MMA said something we want to talk about it. We could start there. We'll start here, right? We'll start here because Boxing MMA, I think you're being kind of nice. I personally, I bet on. But yeah, my bad. So let's talk about it. I think Boxing MMA being a little nice, right? I think Boxing MMA being a little nice. Boxing MMA said I thought Leach won the fight. It was close though. Boxing MMA, I personally, what's good, Just Do? We just sliding through this, John Just Do. DS. Boxing MMA, I personally bet on Rodriguez to win that fight. I'm actually a Rodriguez fan. I like Rodriguez. I think he got hands. I think he can punch. I think he can fight. Rodriguez lost that fight, bro. Rodriguez lost that fight. I bet on Rodriguez. I won my bets, right? But Rodriguez lost that fight, bro. Like he lost that fight. Like he got outstrike. He got outstrike, bro. He couldn't. He was one step behind all night. And I'm a Rodriguez fan, but he was one step behind all night. I think that was a robbery. I think there was a robbery boxing MMA. I think Rodriguez got robbed. But I had Rodriguez on my slip, right? So, you know, but yeah. So I think Leach won that fight. I think Leach beat Rodriguez, even though I had money on Rodriguez. I had I was going for Rodriguez and everything, but I think Leach won that fight. I think Leach won. My that joint kicked me up. My that joint kicked me up off here. That joint kicked me up off here. My bad. Y'all still in this joint? My goddamn laptop for me. I had to switch to my phone. I be hate when my shit be malfunctioning, man. For real. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. What the hell was I talking about? And D man, if you want to make every single bet I make, bro, and win every time I win, every time I make a bet, I'm gonna tell you how much money I bet, and you send it to me. If you want to win with T win, you gonna have to bet you gotta bet as much money as T bet, bro. Nigga, I make about 30 bets a day, bro. I don't make 2 bets a day. Y'all send me 5 and 10 out. That's about 8 bet or 2. Nigga, I make about 30 bets a day. You ain't gonna win every time I win, bro. You ain't gonna win every time I win, bro. Because you don't be betting as much money as me. But if you want to, you most definitely could. You most definitely could. Because me and K, you actually hit more too. The more money you bet, you'll hit more. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. The more money you spend, the better your chances get hit. Now I'm just saying, Monica. I'm just saying, Monica. Like, I'm just saying. I most definitely tell you every time I bet. All right, for sure. I got you. So next time I bet, I'm gonna tell you exactly when what you send is gone, and I'm gonna tell you the extra. I'm gonna tell you the extra that I put in. You know what I mean? But yeah, my bad. What the fuck was I talking about? I'm trying to get back into my goddamn laptop. Yeah, I'm still out here, but yeah, like bro, like come on, bro. Come on, bro. I literally like when I literally be over here all day, 24/7 doing this shit, like literally 24/7. I now already gambled $45, $43. I ain't gambled $43, and it's 7:25 a.m. You goddamn right, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit something, cause I'm gonna set it up that way for me to hit something. I didn't spend 43. I didn't spend 43 on the wake up. Man, this shit ain't let me sign. How the fuck I can be on this, but I can't sign to my Wi-Fi, bro. My laptop lacking trash, y'all. Thanks, man. I be telling everybody too. Don't if you don't want to lose it, do not bet it. Do not send it to me. Do not send it to me. If you don't want to lose it, do not send it to me. If it was if it was called for sure, right? Everybody do it. If it was called for sure, everybody'll do it. It ain't called for sure though, man. It's called gambling. Real. I know a lot of people be thinking, man, T be collecting that money, bro. Y'all probably at the end of the day, after everybody bet, y'all probably at the most been to send me $60. I've been in bet. I've been in bet $60 before I even came on here to ask y'all if y'all want to bet. Dude, I'm 40. I'm 45 up right now. What the fuck was I talking about before I got thrown off? I felt like I was cooking too, bro. We was talking about the MMA fight, right? We was talking about my laptop acting a damn fool, bro. My laptop is over here acting a goddamn fool, bro. For real. This shit making me mad, bro. Rodriguez and Leach. Yep, I sure will. This shit making me mad, bro. Okay, yeah. So, all right, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold on, y'all. my bad, y'all. My bad, my bad. Wait, what the fuck I talking about? Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Leach. I think my guy boxing MMA was being, too. I think he was being too friendly. Yeah, you could be look at you. You gotta say, uh, what I finna say, yeah, he was, he actually won that goddamn fight to me, tell you the truth. Leach, they gave that fight to Rodriguez, and but Leach whooped Rodriguez, bro. Like I was actually going for Rodriguez in that fight. I had cash on Rodriguez, you know what I mean? And I was watching that fight. I was like, man, I'm finna lose my motherfucking money because Rodriguez about to take this L to Leach. Rodriguez couldn't even hit Leach. He couldn't hit Leach. He couldn't even hit Leach. He couldn't connect on Leach cleanly. You know what I mean? He couldn't even connect on clean. Now my phone messing up. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? He couldn't even connect on Leach cleanly. Like I'm watching this thing, I'm like, bro, Rodriguez is he looked outclassed. He looked outclassed in that fight against Leach. So they giving out this verdict, right? They giving out the verdict in the Leach and Rodriguez fight. So I'm sitting here, I'm waiting on my demise. I'm waiting on my demise, right? And they come out split decision for Rodriguez. I think that was the biggest robbery of the night. You know what I mean? I think everybody who got an increased bag, that night, they lost. Leach had to be paid a whole bunch of money. Leach ended up losing. Kevin Holland had to be paid a whole lot of money. Kevin Holland ended up losing. Tony Ferguson got a pay to be moved to the main event. He ended up losing. Everybody, Dana White had to come out his pocket and get some extra bread. They ended up losing. I ain't saying it's on purpose, but I am saying that Rodriguez and Leach fight, I do feel like that was on purpose. I feel like that, and I like Rodriguez. I like Rodriguez. I'm a fan of Rodriguez. Again, I put money on Rodriguez. I think the UFC like Rodriguez though. I think last night showed us that the UFC is in favor of Rodriguez type deal because I don't think he won that fight, man. I think Luch. I said Luch. I think Leach got a raw end. I think Leach got the raw end of that deal. I think he got I think Leach got it no grease. Right? He got no grease that fight. Leach got no grease that fight, and just it's a sad turn of events on what was such a good night of fights. You know what I mean? That card was good from the start to the end. Johnny Walker even got his win on there. Johnny Walker was an underdog. He got him a win on there, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? But that Leach versus Rodriguez fight, that was hard for me to watch. Given the verdict. That was hard for me to watch. I most definitely, man, god damn, dog. That was hard for me to watch, given the Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? That was hard for me to watch, given the verdict, and me thinking that Leach was supposed to win. But let's move on to the co-main, right? Let's move on to the co-main. That little break in between had threw my hours off, had threw my time off. I was supposed to get this done in 30 minutes, right? But I got kicked out this motherfucker like 10 minutes. So now I gotta strip. See, I can hear you back. I can't see like my screen in front of me, like this shit froze up here in front. I can't even see myself. This shit froze up here in front of me. Like I can't even see y'all. Like my shit say not load. You know what I mean? This shit pissing me off, bro. But this shit pissing me off, family. But fuck it, I'm just keep going. Fuck it. What I was finna talk about. Now, you know what? I'm finna roll me a blunt. This shit pissing me off. This shit pissing me the fuck off, man. But let's talk about the co-main though. Man, this shit pissing me off, man. Man, this shit pissing me off, man. But I guess I gotta roll me once. Really money, really money. That 40 wants you to lead to you stay too long. Man, somebody want me to leave. Y'all ready for me to leave Florida? It's crazy, bro. I could see myself on my screen, but ain't shit up here, bro. It ain't shit up here. No, it ain't shit up here. Hold on. No. Bruh, this shit would not let me be fucking great. How the hell the Wi-Fi for my laptop not working right, but the Wi-Fi for my phone is? It's crazy. That's crazy. I fucking up my string, bro. I was cooking, so I had 20 people in this motherfucker. They done fucked up my string. They ain't want me to get on. They ain't want me to get on Dana White ass. Now, I'm away from my Wi-Fi, money. I'm away from my Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi, but I ain't at the house. My Wi-Fi's from my house. My house actually right here by the pool, so I can use my house Wi-Fi at the pool. But they jump malfunction like my phone, my phone, my phone good. Like now, my service actually been great. My service actually great down here, money. Yeah, cause I ain't at the house. I ain't at the house. I'm at the pool. Florida actually love me, money. Florida actually love me, money. That's why I'm here. I don't go nowhere where I ain't love, money. Somebody was like, "Hey, you should come to Florida." I was like, "All right." I was like, "All right." I'll be everywhere. They're like, "You should come to Florida." So guess what I did? And I've been enjoying it too, goddamn it, money. I ain't gonna lie. I don't never want to go back. But hell yeah, yeah. But crazy weekend in the crazy weekend in the UFC. Crazy weekend in the UFC, man. We had that big card mix up. We ended up getting Tony Ferguson. We end up getting Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz. But let's talk about Kevin Holland and Khamzat Chimaev. We talked about Rodriguez and Ling the first time. I think Rodriguez. You know, I think he was given a victory right that he may not have necessarily earned or deserved. And I don't want that to sound too bad, right? Because I do like Rodriguez. He's one of my more favorite fighters to watch in the UFC. But I don't think he earned that fight last night. But let's move on to Chimaev and Kevin Holland. Now, this fight ended up, happening because Chimaev missed weight by 8 pounds. Kevin Holland was on the card fighting at a catch weight of 180 pounds. So directly and indirectly, this fight worked itself out. We ended up getting a better fight, actually, right? Nate Diaz versus Khamzat was going to be extremely one-sided. We ended up getting Khamzat versus Kevin Holland, which ended up being one-sided, but one-sided in a different way. This was like the nicest, the cleanest win I ever seen somebody get. I have never seen a guy go in the ring, not throw any freaking punches, and submit a guy. It was basically like from the start of the fight, he grabbed Kevin Holland and he was taking him down and submitting him from the jump. Like, it was odd to watch. It was real bizarre. It didn't even feel like I watched the fight after this. Like, after Khamzat and Kevin Holland, it didn't even look like I watched the fight. Like, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, bro, did they even fight? All I seen was somebody grab, get on his back. I seen the guy jump on his back and he put him in the submission. Like, it was very, 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 very underwhelming. It was very, very underwhelming. Seriously, like, it was extremely underwhelming. Now, imagine him actually fighting Nate Diaz. If he was able to go in there and do that against a bigger Kevin Holland, imagine what it would have looked like with Khamzat Chimaev fighting Nate Diaz. I say all of that to say, I want to see Khamzat fight somebody, who's worth a damn. How about you put him in there with Gilbert Burns again? The fight that the people want to see. The fight that the people feel like he lost. A fight where he not going to be plus 400 underdog. A fight where he not going to be, plus 600, plus 600 underdog. You know what I mean? A fight where he not going to be, favorite, and we know the outcome of the fight. A fight where his fans can't just come sit around and rejoice at him beat up somebody we know. Like, they already almost got it ruined once with Gilbert Burns, which is why most Khamzat fans, smoothly act like that Gilbert Burns fight don't happen. When you say he lost the control time and he lost the striking battle, they get quiet. They start looking at you crazy. They don't know what to say. More than likely, they're going to start talking about another bum, that he was beat, or another guy that he was supposed to beat easily. You know what I mean? They're not going to tell you that Gilberto Burns, damn near actually won that fight. They're not going to tell you that, Khamzat Chimaev hasn't fought a guy in the top 10 outside of Gilberto Burns. How do you get ranked in a division, right? When you don't continuously fight in that division. You don't continuously fight at 170. You fight at 170. Sometimes you fight at 185. Sometimes you fight at 180. You in between 170 and 185 because you can't pick a weight. So people want to tell me, oh, that this guy is great. This guy is this. And he is. The man can fight. That man can fight for sure. He can fight for sure. But it's time we see him in there with somebody who we think that he could actually, has a chance. See him in there with a guy who we think actually has a chance of beating him. Now, we got excited now. Now let me hit y'all with a different angle. Now, I'm going to bring my camera back up in just a second, but let me hit y'all with a different angle for a second with this shit, right? The only reason, like, we should be a lot more mad. We should be 10 times more mad. We should be furious at the fact that Khamzat Chimaev came into the UFC and he missed weight by 8 pounds, right? But the reason that we're not that mad is because Kevin Holland ended up stepping in to fight Khamzat Chimaev. The reason that we're not so mad is because Tony Ferguson ended up stepping in to fight Nate Diaz, right? Ling took a fight with a guy who was 10 pounds bigger than him to keep the show going, and he ended up losing that fight. Now, I really feel like he won, but he ended up losing because he had to step in there with a guy 10 pounds heavier than him. You know what I mean? So while we all rejoicing and we happy, that we got the fights, and Khamzat Chimaev fans want to come talk to me about him being, Kevin Holland. Well, let's thank Kevin Holland. Let's thank Kevin Holland to begin with, because that fight wasn't supposed to happen at all. Kevin Holland could have easily said, well, I'm not going to do this fight. I'm not going to do this fight type deal. And then what, then what we would have done? People say, well, Dustin Poirier would have came. Well, we don't know that, right? But what we do know is the man missed weight by 8 pounds, and Kevin Holland came in here to say today. And now people want to come tell me, well, did you see what Khamzat did to Kevin Holland? Did you see what he did? Kevin Holland wasn't ranked. Kevin Holland ain't ranked at 185. He ain't ranked at 170. So basically what Khamzat Chimaev just did, what he always did, he came in there and he beat a guy who wasn't supposed to beat him. He came in there and he beat a guy that was supposed to lose, right? They had put him in a fight with Nate Diaz. He was going to murder Nate Diaz. And then they put him in a fight. And then they put him in a fight with another guy that he was supposed to beat, and Kevin Holland, and he didn't even make the fucking fight interesting for me. He ain't come out there and try to strike or try to punch him or nothing. He came right out there. It looked like Kevin Holland was trying to shake hands, and Khamzat Chimaev shot on him. I think Kevin Holland was trying to shake hands, and Khamzat Chimaev shot on him. Did y'all see that, or did y'all see it a different way? I really feel like I feel like Kevin was trying to shake hands and Khamzat shot on him. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling y'all what I saw type deal. So that fight was extremely boring. Like, there's nothing for me to take home for that. There's nothing for me to get out of that fight with Kevin Holland. Nothing really happened. Nothing happened. Like, nothing happened. You went from fighting Nate Diaz, who you were supposed to beat, to Kevin Holland, who you were supposed to beat, and you beat him, right? Just like they matched you up with everybody else you were supposed to beat, and you beat him. Except Gilbert Burns, which I think you lost, right? Just like I think Rodriguez lost. I think you lost against Gilbert Burns. And they ain't stuck you in the ring with Gilbert Burns yet. Somebody asked the question, who should Khamzat Chimaev fight next? Gilbert Burns retweeted and said, me. You feel what I'm saying? Why is everybody acting like that Gilbert Burns don't exist? Because they know that if you put that man back in the ring with Gilberto Burns, his ass probably go get stopped. Because what Gilbert Burns did was he showed you that man was human. He showed you that man can be beat. He showed you that man is not indestructible. He showed you that. Boxing MMA said Kobe is the fight because he won't do that to Kobe what he did to Kevin. He said Kobe next. Yeah, I see everybody saying Kobe next. And if he fight Kobe next, then I'm giving him full credit for Kobe, because Kobe is one hell of a fighter. That will be his best. That will be his best competition to date. You know what I mean? Him stepping in there against Kobe Covington. That'll be his best, fight to date. Boxing MMA said the Gilbert rematch is a very, very good fight too. Yeah, facts. If he fight Kobe, I'm cool with it. But if you don't fight Kobe, then I want to see you fight Burns. I'm in my phone now. Man, my bad. But yeah, so all in all, just my total thoughts on this shit. Like, I I wasn't too impressed by, the win over Kevin Holland. Uh, no one really should be. Like, no one really should be that impressed. My bad. No one, no one should really be that impressed by, you know what I mean, that Kevin Holland win. It was just another fight that Khamzat Chimaev was supposed to win, right? And he didn't even make the shit exciting for us because he came right out there, right? He came right out there and he got straight to the wrestling. Like, the man didn't throw a punch. He ain't halfway try to throw a punch or nothing like that. And if Khamzat Chimaev get in the ring with a guy, you know what I mean, where he can't take down, those fights get a whole lot more interesting. I think Khamzat Chimaev, he was striking with guys for a sec, coming out there, showing us his striking ability a little bit before he take him down. But this is his first fight, right? This is his first fight since Gilberto Burns, and I think Gilberto Burns, gave him a woke up call, right? Because he went in that fight with Gilberto Burns with a different kind of swag than he had in this fight. You know what I mean? The energy that he had in that the energy that he came in with in that Gilberto Burns fight, right? He came in there with the intent to strike Gilberto. He came in there, you know what I'm saying? With the intent to strike with him, with the intent that I'm better than you anywhere that this fight go. And he fought the fight like that. And Gilberto Burns ended up showing him that, yeah, you are Herman and you can't be beat. So I think he came into this fight with Kevin Holland under the impression that, look, I'm not taking no chances. You know what I mean? I'm finna go out here. I'm finna wrestle this guy. I'm finna take him down. I'm finna get out of here. And I'm finna get my victory. I'm finna get my dub. And they just gonna be what it is. Because he came out there no nonsense against Kevin Holland. He did his job. And good job. But if you asking me, am I sold on Khamzat? You know what I mean? Am I about to hop on the hype train? No, I'm not about to hop on the hype train. I'm not about to hop on the hype train at all because he still has yet to be a ranked opponent, and he still has yet to be the guy where I thought that he will lose. Don't understand me being a fan of Kevin Holland for me thinking that Khamzat Chimaev was going to lose to Kevin Holland. I picked Khamzat Chimaev to lose because Kevin Holland won me a lot of money. You know what I mean? Don't come in here pretending that fight was competitive. But that fight was a lot more competitive than the fight before that fight was supposed to be. So Khamzat Chimaev, fans want to come in here celebrating this shit as if he ain't just, one just scheduled to fight pretty much 2 fights where he was plus 400 to win both fights. He was plus 400 to win one fight, and he was plus like 800 to win the second fight. That man still has yet to fight anybody of relevance. And the one guy he did that he fought of relevance in his prime, he lost to, which is Gilbert Burns. You know what I mean? So not impressed. Not impressed with Khamzat yet at all. He still has yet to beat anybody outside of a tomato can. And he did beat, right? He beat Kevin Holland. But Kevin Holland is what, 2-2 in his last couple fights. And Kevin Holland was never, in favor to beat goddamn Khamzat Chimaev. You know what I mean? Now they saying Kobe Covington next. I take what's good, Crush. Appreciate you sliding through. I take that Kobe Covington fight. Most definitely take that Kobe Covington fight. You know what I mean? I'm bad. I most definitely will take that Kobe Covington fight, right? You know what I mean? Most definitely taking that one. Hold on for a second, y'all. Oh shit. Dog, this shit pissing me off, bro. This shit pissing me off, bro. But yeah. But hey, I stayed on Khamzat how long I was supposed to be on. Then y'all can tell this thing that I got for that guy, don't it? And it ain't even this thing that I got for him. It's the fact that, bro, he ain't beat no fucking body. We finally got a fight where we believe. Understand, bro? First of all, we weren't even supposed to get this fight. He was supposed to fight Nate Diaz, right? So we finally got a fight, right? Where he fighting the guy where we believe in, right? Understand, I didn't say a guy where he was supposed to be. I said a guy that we believe. We believe in Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland was not supposed to be Khamzat. So he finally get into a fight with a guy that we believe in, right? Now, really, we know that Holland not beating this guy. Holland had a chance to beat him, right? If it was a striking battle. If it was a striking battle, Holland most definitely had a chance to beat him, right? But Khamzat made sure. Khamzat came straight out. Khamzat didn't even throw a goddamn punch. Can you consider it a fight? Can you consider it a fight if you don't even throw a punch? Like, that was the nicest fight I ever seen in my fucking life, bro. I swear to God. Like, that was bro. I can't believe I just sat there and watched a fucking MMA fight without a punch being thrown. Not even a ground punch. The nigga didn't even try no goddamn ground and pound, bro. I think that was for sure. That was like top five. That was top five border. That was top five most underwhelming matches I ever seen in my life. Right? We had got extra excited for that fight. We got extra excited for that fight because the first fight was so bad, right? Nate Diaz versus Khamzat was so bad. We knew the outcome of that shit, right? So we got Holland versus Khamzat. Their low key borderline was like the most underwhelming fight I ever seen. Either have you heard of Russian kickboxer? He's an old pool ass nigga. What's good? What's good, Pop? Appreciate you slide through this jump, Pop. Either have you heard of the new 20-year-old Russian kickboxer, uh, Isak Daik? No, I haven't. Is he coming over to the MMA? He coming over to MMA, my brother. Shout out my guy, the boy. The boy. Can you do your boy a favor, the boy? Can you do your boy a favor, the boy? Can you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, my guy? I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could do your boy a favor, not make it your last time, G, could you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? You know what I mean? I'm about to roll this blunt. Then we about to go back in. Cause I still ain't talked about Nate Diaz and his fight with Tony Ferguson. I talked about Nate Diaz transition into boxing, but I ain't talk about Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson just yet. The Russian guy fighting for the lightweight title next month. Islam is his last fight, never threw a punch. Next month, Islam is his fight, never threw a punch either. You talking about the Russian kickboxer never threw a punch? Islam who? Who you talking about boxing MMA? Never threw a punch. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was one of the worst fights I ever seen in my fucking life. Like, no cap. That was one of the worst fights I ever seen in my fucking life. My bad. But yeah, those one of the most boring fights I ever seen in my goddamn life. Well, let's talk about Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Let's talk about Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. You know what I mean? We'll use this next 30. We'll use this next 30 to talk about that. YouTube and I already fucked up my cook. Oh, my Chimaev. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. He fight Bellator, don't he? He fight Bellator, don't he? He fight Bellator, don't he? What's good, Pop?
What you do? Move to get out the sun, nigga? Get in that shade?
Yeah.
I'm jealous, nigga. It's raining up here.
Nah. Pretty nice view. Pretty nice view over here.
Shit, look like.
Said no, UFC, brother. My, it's so many of them dudes, bro. It's so many of them dudes. I get all them folks that confused. Yeah, though, man. That shit want to move, bro. That was one of the most under. He said, yeah, there's Usman Nagamaru. And yeah. It's so many of them dudes. It's so many of them dudes, bro. Henry, do your boy a favor, Henry. Can you do your boy a favor, Henry? Can you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. We're in here having us a MMA conversation. I started out talking about Nate Diaz going to boxing, but I went ahead and gave my weekend recap. Went ahead and gave my weekend recap, on the fights. I ain't talked about Nate and Tony yet. I was pleasantly surprised, from that fight. I was pleasantly surprised, from that Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz fight. Especially when I thought I was going to see a murder, right? I thought I was going to see Nate Diaz fight Khamzat. And nobody really wanted to see that because we knew the outcome to that shit. Diaz and Khamzat, we knew the outcome to that, right? So nobody really wanted to see that. So when we got the fight switch from Nate Diaz to Tony Ferguson and Khamzat to Kevin Holland, we completely had forgot that Khamzat Chimaev almost ruined the fucking night. Almost ruined the fucking night by missing weight. But because, Kevin Holland was there, Tony Ferguson was there, the night got saved. All right. But I ain't gonna lie, I had my doubts about Nate Diaz. I didn't think Nate Diaz. I picked Nate Diaz to win, right? But I didn't think that he was really gonna be able to pull that shit out against Tony. I thought Nate Diaz looked washed at the weigh-in. I thought he looked out of shape. But Tony Ferguson almost didn't stand a chance. It was like apparent. It was apparent from the opening bell that Tony Ferguson didn't stand much. That Tony Ferguson didn't stand much of a chance versus Nate Diaz. It was apparent from the opening bell that he didn't stand much of a chance from Nate Diaz. So I think that shit ended up working out. Better for Nate. I think it ended up working out better for the fans too. We got a chance. But we got a chance to see Nate go out with a win instead of seeing him go out on the stretcher. You know what I mean? Because they was most definitely setting Nate Diaz up to go out on the goddamn stretcher, putting him in there with Khamzat. You know what I mean? He said, me too, there's a million of them motherfuckers. Yeah, boxing information, bro. It's so many of them folks, bro. And all them niggas could be cousins.
Your crush was good, bro.
Huh?
Yo, Pop, what's up with you, man?
I'm chilling, man.
I'm just cruising through my dirty ass neighborhood. That's all, man.
Hey, man, the streets of Philly, man. Them streets of Philly right there.
Man, these motherfuckers is crazy. I ain't watching none of that bullshit this weekend, bro. None of that celebrity bullshit. Adrian Peterson getting beat the fuck up, Nick Young, all this dumbass bullshit. And these dudes is making a mockery of the sport, man. It's funny.
Nick Young got. Why everybody keeps saying Nick Young got knocked out? He didn't get knocked out.
He ain't get knocked out, but he got his ass. Yeah, he got his ass tacked though.
Yeah, he got headbutted.
Yeah, but them dudes shouldn't be playing around. If them dudes want to if they want to play around with the sport, just give me a couple dollars and I'll fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be doing some shit. You know, they making a mockery. The sport is going to make a real boxer, man. I really want to punch one of these guys in their mouthpiece, man. I don't know. But this is what happens when you got motherfuckers bullshitting with wanting to fight each other and all that. So they bring on the sideshow. This is what we got to be entertained by. So salute to all these fighters out here that's fucking shit up, that we got to be entertained by basketball players and football players and anything else putting on the goddamn gloves. They need to get their shit together. Damn it, that's what they need to do. You want to have all this nonsense. I ain't watching none of that bullshit. There ain't nobody real rumbling. I ain't watching that shit.
I ain't watch it either. Either. I watched the aftermath though, because everybody was saying Nick got knocked out. I wanted to see it, so I watched the aftermath to see.
Hold on now. Everything good?
Yeah. So I watched the aftermath to see what that was about, and I kind of knew that Le'Veon Young was gonna beat up Adrian Peterson. I told y'all that Bell was gonna beat up AP because Bell actually had been training in boxing while he was playing.
He looked like it.
Yeah, he's not a boxer, but he was always training boxing even when he was playing. He always trained. You know what I'm saying? So he was a little more advanced. Adrian Peterson was, he was trying to really he almost got through there. Like he made it through.
It looked like AP started training 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like not being funny or nothing. Like he had the fundamentals, but he wasn't fluent with. Like I was watching Le'Veon, like he was like it was just all in his motion. And the punch that he hit Adrian with, he was looking for all night.
Yep.
He caught him with a counter right hand. As soon as he opened up, hit it right in his damn chin. And that nigga ain't been hit that hard on the football field, bro.
They ain't never been hit that hard on the football field.
Every time you see Adrian Peterson on the football field, he dragging niggas, running over him and shit. That nigga Le'Veon, it took another running back to get this nigga down for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Not Ray Lewis, not Derrick Brooks, not Khalil Mack, none of them niggas. It took Le'Veon Bell, the outcast, the weed smoker.
Weed smoker.
Yeah, remember they was talking about Le'Veon when he ain't, when you don't do what they say, they start telling, oh, he's a knucklehead. Oh, he smokes weed. Oh, he does this. Pittsburgh was just mad that he found that goddamn. Pittsburgh was mad he found that loophole, and they had to pay him that year.
Right.
That year that he sat out, they had to pay him. They franchise tagged him. He sat out like, I ain't fucking with you niggas. Well, if you don't show up, we not gonna pay you. His lawyer found a loophole. You gonna pay me, nigga.
Right.
Word, so they gotta outcast him. But Crush, you didn't watch that fight?
No, I ain't watching some shit, bro.
I'm watching the fights, man. Hey, look, they canceling real boxers fights, man. The real boxers are getting canceled, man.
Yeah, that's true too, but I couldn't do it, man, because that wasn't going to be a replacement for the female fight. No, bro. So with that being postponed to October the 15th, it just destroyed my whole taste buds to watch some combat hand-to-hand sport, bro. And normally I would watch a little bit of that bullshit, but no, I didn't get what I wanted to see this weekend. I wanted to see Clarissa to beat the brakes off this dumbass and watch Michaela and Alicia like really go the fuck at it and see how this gonna turn out. And because of this wicked witch finally dying off and bullshit like that, they want to postpone shit. So yeah, man, I wound up watching some other shit, kung fu movies and bullshit like that, old fights, shit like that. That's what I was watching over the weekend. If I wasn't on the two with the fan, watching old fight, kung fu fucking Saturday. Old ass fucking comedy movies. Cause my weekend was shot, bro. I was ready for some fire and commentating and get to talk my shit with this female card, and they fucked this shit up because of the wicked witch. The wicked witch, and they stopped that shit. Come on. That's
I mean, bro, it's her country, man. It's her country.
Fuck her country, bro. You don't fuck about her country.
It's her country, man.
But see, that's the thing. You know what, Pop? I'm glad you said that because this is something that's wrong. These motherfuckers ain't coming over here now. See, it's no problem with us going over there. But I'm tired of that shit. They need to bring their asses over here because there's always an excuse. Oh, well, this came up and fucking got there. The electricity went the fuck out. A death for firebombing her. There's always some shit. Bring your asses over here. We ain't got to have no fucking interruption. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear that bullshit. People die every day, D. People die every day, D. The fuck the
But not the queen.
The queen, that bitch was wicked, man. The fuck? They need to go do their fucking history. They want to talk about this motherfucker. We should die. Okay. She's 96 years old, bitch. She lived her life. The fuck?
You know the ratings on her TV show gonna go through the roof now.
Oh, you know it is. Excuse me. Yeah, of course it is. They that every time you turn the TV on the news channel, bullshit. Want to see that shit?
To me, I thought it would have been better to let them fight and dedicate it to the queen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing, Pop. But I guess their minds is not like ours. How you doing? The world got to stop.
They probably.
Blah.
If she didn't wake up, they probably cried and kumbaya and everything.
Man, no motherfuckers over there getting drunk right now. Well, she had a hell of a run, mate. Getting drink off of some fucking Irish tea and some bullshit. God damn. Get ready for the king and shit. God damn it.
He ain't gonna last too much longer. That motherfucker old as hell. That nigga look just as old as her, and that's her son.
Hey man, they be older than a motherfucker. Man, they be older than a motherfucker. They look older, People look at that and say, well, damn, I would like to be a prince or king or queen, but not knowing there's so much shit that come with that. You look at every goddamn king or queen and shit. They look like 20 decades older than what the fuck they really are, bro.
All this stress.
Because all this shit, all this stress, all this shit they do, all this shit that they don't do, and everything else. You be like, oh, this motherfucker? Yeah, it make you age fast as a motherfucker. He don't even look like he a dad's son. He look like that's his fucking sister. God damn.
Word.
No, man.
Yo, T, I got a question, man, because you think it's time that we give these promoters, these niggas who be promoting these celebrity fights, let them promote a real fight? We watched 3 fights get canceled in a month.
Which fight you talking about?
Let's not forget the Tevin Farmer Mickey Bay fight was canceled.
Okay.
Right before Clarissa shit got canceled, this is the big one. Raquel Miller fight got canceled, which fucked up her TV time because they canceled it. Then they found a replacement, but they couldn't get the stream right because of the cancellation. You see what I'm saying? That's like three. That's 3 fights in a month that got canceled. And I'm just like, give these celebrity niggas a chance to put on a fight.
I actually like the celebrity. I like this. It's like celebrity deathmatch. I like it, bro. I love it. Actually, it's like watching celebrity deathmatch in real life. Like I wish they would.
I'm just saying, like,
I wish they would call it celebrity death. If you call it celebrity deathmatch, more
we
people
get busy.
Understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally like what they really need to do is have a real place where these celebrities could hash out their differences for real, like a real league. Like when people get into it on Will Smith and Chris Rock, say they get into it on the street, bro.
Yeah, that's a problem if you get into the ring.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the niggas that put on them fights. Like maybe some fighters should be like, yo, man, I've been on the shelf for like a year and a half, Can we get a card going? Like, because I ain't got nowhere to go. Like, only the big names is getting pulled out. The big names and the prospects. All the veterans and shit, like, niggas is just waiting their turn.
Trill Hill was good. I mean, yeah, you most definitely should get on any card you can get on. I don't give a fuck who put it on.
Yeah. I was looking at
any card you can get on it. More, the more fights, the better. My guy Desmond Nicholson, he want to fight David Benavidez, but David Benavidez ain't really, paying them no attention. But he just had a fight on the small card like last month. This is a legit dude. He done fought on Top Rank. He done fought on PBC. He done fought on the Zone. This dude done fought every place.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He done fought on Triller. So yeah.
When the last time Jerry Hewitt fought?
Who?
Exactly.
Jerry who?
Hewitt.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a guy that had a belt, a year, 2 years ago, was in the running with Jamal Charlo and shit, and now he's sitting like me on the couch, smoking a blunt, waiting for the call. Oh, yeah, at work. He'll CNA or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, the Pauls and whoever else be putting these fights on, bro, like, fill the stands up. Give somebody something to watch, man. Get a fight out. You know what I'm saying? Get some fighters out there.
Jake Paul actually do be putting fighters on his card. Real fighters. He had real fighters on here.
Yeah, he do. I think more fighters should be like, yo, man. Niggas like, yo, where you going? Like, I'm about to go over here. I'm about to go holler at these goddamn Paul brothers.
And I think they paying them folks decent too. I think they getting like they getting over 100,000 to fight them fights and shit.
Yo, I feel like Jake Paul is like the Saudi Arabia
over
league.
100,000, right? Most of the fighters on these undercards don't get $100,000.
No, that's why I feel like the Paul brothers are they're like the Saudi Arabia golf league that's going up against the PGA. They got bank, you know what I'm saying? They might not know everything they doing to have the prestige, but they got the bank. Fuck if it ain't no ranking in that shit, nigga. You a prize fighter. You fight for the prize. The prize happen to be a check. Or you take care of your family and the community or some shit. Don't just be sitting around. Keep calling your agent, your promoter, your manager. All that shit costs.
Yes. Yeah, but I ain't got no problem with the celeb. I ain't watch it though, but I ain't got no problem with the celebrity card.
It ain't the celebs that they be having on the card that I'm talking about. It's just that I notice when they put a fight on, they give it decent promotion, good marketing. You got the Instagram and Twitter followers checking on the fight. And I was looking in the crowd, bro. I mean, it wasn't the biggest venue, but it was packed in that bitch. I guarantee Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer would have took that shit. The fight would have went on. The money would have been there. That's another thing. The money there. Nigga ain't got a Vivo the money. The money been there. The money been sitting here for the last month. We waiting to disperse it. That's how I feel. I'm just feeling like, maybe it's time for some of these old motherfuckers, not the ones that we know, but the ones we don't know. It might be time for them to, go on, sit in your rocking chair. Play with your grandkids. Hang it up. It ain't how you used to do it no more. It's a different way of doing shit.
Old fighters now, shit, they still fighting on cards.
Not the fighters, the promoters.
Now who?
The promoters. Hey,
the old promoters that you telling them to hang it up. We need more promotional outlets. Shit. We need to get out. We need to put our money together.
That'd be dope.
Clarence got one.
Yeah, let's give up. Oh yeah, shit, you're right. He was on my man shit last night. He said I think he's going to that fight in Jersey too.
And truth be told, we could get them fights because I know real promotional company today that set up fights and shit. We could actually get a fighter. Like, matter of fact, bro, if you know some young fighters, nigga, type shit.
I know some niggas in training right now.
It ain't a whole, like, Memphis ain't like these other cities where I can just walk around and find me a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can walk around and find me a hustler in Memphis for sure. I can find me a little, you know what I mean? And it might, you know what I mean? I have to go take a football player or give me a shooting guard and make him a boxer or something.
Boxer, yeah.
You know what I mean? So my city ain't like these other cities and shit. But bro, if I wasn't like shit, yo, New York nigga, like motherfucking Cincinnati or some shit, bro, I know I would have had me a couple fighters back. I would have been went up to a young nigga, hey bro, you hungry? You want let me holler at you. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me
my man in Ohio, bro, he said there's so many fighters, bro. It's like these niggas will fight for food.
Pick one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he was telling me. Like, but I gotta hit him up. He had like a little family issue.
Miami,
you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida like that too. Which is why there's a lot of fighters and shit out here. MMA and boxing.
Yeah. Like, man, where you find the fighters at? It's certain spots, man, like the Midwest, over here in New York because of the limelight and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a gym. It's a gym everywhere you turn around. You're gonna find a gym. You know what I'm saying? Or a recreational center we can go to. But yeah, man, it's certain spots like you said. Like if we go down to Memphis, we'll find 10 football players before we find one boxer.
Mm-hmm.
That's definite. Some of these niggas just ain't ready for it. I told my bro the other day, I said, nigga, you wasted so many knockouts on niggas on the street, nigga. We could have been talking about you. Put the gun down, little niggas. Put your hands up. Learn how to defend yourself. But oh yeah, shit. What you was talking about? Is Nate Diaz really going to boxing, or he just fucking with Dana White right now? Is your phone on? Hey, did your phone charge? Did your phone charge?
Yeah.
How the hell T leave us on his own show? Crush ain't in here. Well, Josh, if he doing that, he need to, cause Dana tight with that bag. Word. Dana got that bag underneath his floorboard. Yeah. But Dana got that money underneath his, he got it underneath his house, in the foundation. He got it in the foundation, underneath his house, underneath the floorboard, underneath a metal drop slot where he can get down to it. And he's sitting on the chair that's bolted into the motherfucking right over the damn metal shot, the metal trap slot. So, you know what I'm saying? He holding all them niggas' money hostage. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the nigga I just seen some shit on Facebook. The nigga said, man, I'm broke. So, as soon as I get my check, I'm broke. Word. And it's not like I'm making buku money. He like, these fighters get paid. These fighters are fighting for pennies, bro. Word. You act like the people are not coming to see you. They're not coming to see the octagon anymore. Oh, look how nice it is. Nah. People coming to see the fighters. And this motherfucker taking all their damn bread. That's a fact.
My bad, fool.
Nah, this nigga. Now I was just talking about how this nigga. I said, was Nate really is he really going to boxing or is he just, you know, is this a strategy to get it the next time he fight, get that big bag because
I scratched around the surface on that. I ain't really hit on it. But yeah, know what I was saying? In his statement, I said I'm cool with him switching to boxing, but he said I'm going to take over the boxing. Like that's the only problem I got with them folks. Y'all need to quit lying to us like y'all finna come take over boxing. Because people who watch boxing know that damn well ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I think they just be talking, man. That's how he keep you. That's how he stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed at the damn press conference and shit like that.
That one, Josh. That's most definitely what Jake Paul did. He exposing it. If you paying attention, he exposing Dana White.
Right now, as we speak, he exposing him. I think Joe Rogan can pay them niggas more to come on the show than Dana White can pay him to fight. That's bad.
Dana White.
You got an ESPN contract. Don't they got it? Well, they got an ESPN contract, right?
Dana, yeah. Yep.
You're making money off of the venue, the pay-per-view, and like bump it up 25 grand for everybody, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, it be niggas on a UFC card, bro, getting $5,000.
And they train for 8 weeks.
Bro, this is a nationally televised event, pay-per-view, everything. You mean to tell me, bro, all you can get them folks is $5,000? Nobody on the UFC card, bro, should be making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, bro. It's bro. Nobody. Hold on, let me.
That's going backwards.
Nobody on a motherfucking UFC card should be making $15,000, bro. Nobody. Bellator is 30-30. I know this for a fact. I know niggas who fight in Bellator. I know people who fought in Bellator. I know niggas who made their whole life today off Bellator money. Them niggas get 30 for 30, bro. 30,000 to show up, 30,000 to win. It's people on UFC card, bro. I seen a real UFC card, bro. Prelim. That might got $15,000, bro. I said, bro, you might as well go fight in a smaller league because you gonna get paid that, and you can run. You can run through that motherfucker.
You can make that as being the top guy in a bare knuckle fight, a street fight.
Man, what? I said, bro, Dana White is really out here giving people $10,000 to fight in the UFC.
And I wonder if they had to negotiate that.
And then with Dana, it's like if you win, you get a bonus, like you double up or some shit like that. If you got a small purse, you win, you double up. So if you fight for 5, you win 10. You fight for 15, you win 30. But Bellator bottom is 30-30. Like you go for 30 and you get 30 if you win. Type shit. So you could, man, in 2 fights, you could be $100,000 nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you do it the right way.
Yeah, these niggas, nah, I can't fuck with him. He fucking the bag up, man. Really bad.
For real.
He fucking that. I ain't say he fucking the bag up, but he just getting exposed. You give it a few more years, niggas gonna start fucking with Jake Paul.
Now you give it a few more years, niggas go catch on to Dana. Cause they already starting to do it. Them UFC fighters already starting to tell you, bro, we ain't got no insurance. Dana don't
We ain't got no insurance.
Dana don't fuck with us. All the stuff I did for him, I don't talk to Dana. Dana don't call me. Dana like you when you in the UFC. And when you're not, you're not.
Yeah, you dead weight.
He said, Dana White don't talk to me. Diego Sanchez said this. He said, Dana White don't call me. You don't talk. Ain't no insurance probably for this. He was like, all them fights y'all seen me, all them wars y'all seen me in. He said, I got paid that night. He said, ain't no 401k. No shit like that in the UFC.
Yeah, you gotta have a job. Fucking with UFC.
And then when you in the UFC, you can't get sponsors and shit like that.
Why not?
Because Dana said so. But Dana said so. Straight up like that. He said, why do they do that fighter major person? I think the music a little bit. He said, why they do that fighter mega purse? Being in the UFC now, it's like working minimum wage at McDonald's back in the day. Dana got his picks, right? He got his picks. For the most part, the best people go fight the best people in the UFC for the most part. Every time the best people go fight the best people, right? But he have his picks every now and again. Like right now, I feel like Khamzat one of his picks. That don't mean I don't think Khamzat good. I do think he good. You know what I mean? But he one of Dana picks. The way he fight him, the way he stack him, ain't necessarily the way that he stack a guy like Saquon Bunkley, right? I feel like Patty Pimblett, I think he good too. But I think he one of Dana White picks. You know what I mean? Every now and again, Dana had that fighter where, Aspen Ladd, like what, 9-3, right? And I forgot her name, but this lady just fought Saturday, right? I think her name Martinez or something. I think she 9-2. Well, now she 9-3, right? Now she 9-3 because she lost a fight that I thought she won. You know what I mean? Type deal. Now she 9-3, but she was 9-2. Aspen Ladd was 9-3. You know what I'm saying? And that girl had like 4 straight wins. Aspen Ladd went like 1-1 in her last couple fights, or like her last 3 fights. She lost one in between there, or something like that though. But I like Sean O'Malley as well. He nice. Yeah, I like Sean O'Malley. What's good, Ken? Appreciate you sliding through this junk, Ken. What's good, Ken Torrey? Yeah, I like Sean O'Malley too. Josh. Yeah. Some people feel like he didn't have it easy. Some people feel like he had it easy as far as he's commentator. I like Sean though. Easy, maybe. Sean was supposed to lose his last fight, right? He was beating dude ass, and dude found a way to get out the fight. He ain't like his eye was hurt. You know what I mean? He's not going to get out. But Sean showed me some of his last fight. Sean had that one loss where he broke his leg, right? And people been hard on him. But Sean legit though. Sean been stepping up his competition. Like his last 2 fights, when he broke his leg, and the last dude that's supposed to beat him, but they hold up. And I think that's why they ain't rematching, because everybody know that dude hold up in there. You know, and I forgot his name, right? That's a good dude too. He made him hold up. But yeah, I think Sean about to fight Peter Yan. So nigga, Sean, all that Sean being pampered shit, that shit ain't finna be lasting too much longer. Because Sean last 3 fights been a doozy. Yeah, I fuck with Sean. Sean hitting that. That's the UFC 6'9". Sean O'Malley. Y'all probably seen dude, white dude.
Yeah.
He actually be with 6'9" sometimes. He be with 6'9" sometimes. You ever seen 6'9" with another white boy with color for her?
That's him.
That's Sean O'Malley.
Oh, no wonder he acting so tough in Brook. No wonder he acting so tough when he be over in there.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley. Yeah, he hitting this. He hitting this stride. It's about that time though. It's about that time for him though. He 30. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's time he start fighting. It feel like he have been around for a long ass time. So yeah, it's about time because he ain't been a champion yet. As much as we like Sean, we forget Sean ain't been a champion yet. Sean ain't been a champion yet. But he looking. If he beat Peter Yan, he for sure gonna fight Aljamain Sterling next. Y'all know he is.
What weight class is he in?
135. 135, I think. 135. What weight class Sean O'Malley, y'all? 135, man. I got Sean upsetting Yan. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too, Josh. He 135, ain't it? What weight class Sean O'Malley, y'all? 145? He 35 or 45. Might be 45. One of them, though. He 35 or 45, though. He a little nigga, though. He a small nigga.
You said he a little nigga, though.
Yeah, he a little nigga, though. He a tall, skinny nigga. Yeah, Peter Yan, a short, buff nigga. But yeah, that shit should be good. I got Sean against Yan too, but I like Sean, so I'm biased. I told you. So I got Sean upsetting Yan. I really think he gonna beat him though. And then after he beat Yan, they gonna sit him over Aljamain Sterling, and then Aljamain Sterling probably go wrestle his ass to bed. He probably gonna wrestle Sean ass to bed. Because I picked Aljamain Sterling the first fight, right? He won off of technicality. Right? Right? So I got that win. He just tall, skinny with a lot of power, kind of like UT respect. Yeah, I know. I already know. But I know I'm a little nigga though. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a little nigga. He's strong as a motherfucker. Two things can't be true. Yeah, he made up like me. Yeah. I'm just 170. And he probably naturally probably about 170 though. That if he fight at 145, he naturally probably about 170.
So is that featherweight 130? Because ain't like
UFC
is like one class up with the weight class.
Welterweight 170, lightweight 155, 145 is featherweight. Let me see. I know 155 is lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
Welterweight is 170, middleweight 185. And 205 and up is heavyweight. Let me see. It may be featherweight. It might be the featherweight division.
Yeah, she at 135.
Yeah, featherweight. One featherweight is 145. Yep, 145 is featherweight. But I don't know. So they must be 135 then. I don't think they fight in Max Holloway them division and shit. I'm put Kentora back up there because she look better than y'all. Yep. Wait, let me see. Ortega, Calvin Cater. So they are division down. So they won 35. They bantam. It's bantamweight. They bantamweights. They won
bantamweight. Okay.
Yep. So 145 is featherweight and 135 is bantamweight. So we was right. We know some shit over here.
Yeah, this shit. Because I'm just like, well, what weight class are they? Because I remember I was talking to one of the guys, and he was like, nah, that he was like, this weight class is this weight class. I was like, this weight class. I'm like, that shit 20 pounds over the fucking overboxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little different. But you gotta think heavyweight in MMA is 205 and up. Light heavy is 205. Anything out of 205, you're a heavyweight. No, 200 is cruiserweight in boxing.
Yeah. So the only thing that's the same is the heavyweight. Once you get over 200 pounds, you're heavyweight.
You're heavyweight. But
don't UFC got like a super heavyweight though? Don't they got super heavyweight?
No, they don't.
Just heavyweight.
Heavyweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cruiserweight, light heavyweight, and you would just have that. Cruiserweight in boxing is light heavyweight in MMA. Okay. 170, but is cruiserweight is 200 pounds, light heavyweight is 205. You know what I mean? So that's the same. Heavyweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight, 205, 200. Then you got, cruiserweight, light heavyweight is 200. Then you got middleweight is 185, and then you got 175 for boxing. But middleweight for MMA is 185. Light heavyweight for boxing is 175.
Damn.
So it's middleweight and light heavyweight. I'm trying to correlate the two for y'all, really. You know? So it's middleweight, heavyweight. It's middleweight, light heavyweight. Cruiserweight is heavyweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight for boxing, middleweight for UFC. And then you got 168, that'll be super middle. 170 is welterweight in MMA. Right? So you got welterweights are super middleweights in boxing. 170, 168. Then you got 160. That's a middleweight. When you get down to 155 in UFC, you are lightweight. So middleweights in boxing are lightweights in the MMA. 155, 160. That's about the same. Then you go 145, right? Mm-hmm. 154. No, that's junior. Lightweight, super welter, right? So 154, 145 will be the next class type shit, and then 135 will be 147 type shit. So it's a little different, but like it's more divisions in boxing. So if we lump all the 68s and 54s together, that'll be middleweight. You know what I mean? That'd be middleweight, which would be equivalent to light heavyweight or motherfucking super middleweight. But really, the big difference, the big gap is once you get past the middleweight division in MMA, it get a little crazy then. 185 is middleweight in MMA, but 185 is you damn near a cruiserweight or a light heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying. That's just a 20-pound fluctuation. You can fight damn near anybody.
What's good, Demetrius, right?
Motherfucking yeah, man. I think Nate should have probably been with the boxing.
Yeah, I think if he would have been with there, he would have had a better shot. You had a better chance of actually taking that shit over, like you said.
You know what I'm saying? I think he should have been with the boxing because, to me, he already southpaw. He a better boxer than Conor ever was.
Facts. He said that too.
So, I think he should have been went over there. I'd have been went over there and got a fight with somebody.
It's a couple of them guys that could have probably been, boxers if they would they had started at 5 like boxers and shit.
Yeah.
A couple of them that could have, did.
They probably thought they was getting away from the bullshit, ran right back into it. Or they probably thought they were getting away from all the bullshit with, because boxing. I know they try to cover it up, but once you get into it, Like, you know, I had an older brother type figure. He was like, nigga, unless Don King like you, nigga, you gonna get raped, fucked up, and left for dead. And look at most of the damn fighters now that was fucking.
Yeah, see Diaz, right? In the UFC, Diaz is a welterweight, 170, but he was sparring Andre Ward, you know, who a middleweight, you know, 160, 168.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if he'd have left then, it might have been like, yeah, he should have left, but he probably didn't think Dana was gonna do this sucker ass shit and not be having, you know what I'm saying? Not be having the bread for niggas like that. Like,
Now, Dana, the thing is, Dana got the bread, man. Dana still acting like he broke.
in Boston. When them niggas
Dana,
ran him up out of there, that's what he acting like. Like, that's on some sucker shit, bro. Cause when you see them niggas acting out, when they get there, they like, I'm on some calm shit, but I'm ready for whatever bullshit come my way, I'm ready for it. As soon as they see it, you can tell they was like, nah, man, this ain't what we discussed. Nigga, you said you was gonna have this. You ain't got nothing. It ain't even like in boxing when nigga be like, yo, I'm gonna have this 100 grand for you. And then you get there, he be like, yo, I got like, you know, 56 or something. He ain't got that. He ain't got nothing. He like, he you can't even get in contact with the bitch ass nigga. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. Like everything Oscar De La Hoya do is, I'll be like, he hating. But except when it come to Dana White. When it come to Dana White, I'm like, yo, that's probably the most honest Oscar De La Hoya is in his life. He take off all his liar caps.
Him and J Paul.
Yeah, when they get to Dana White, they be like, yo, y'all think we bad. This motherfucker is the worst.
Yeah. But them folks don't even got no insurance, and they be getting paid. The biggest fighter in the UFC might walk away with $1 million out of his fight. He might. The biggest fighter.
And that's Conor, right?
See, Conor will be the exception. He probably get more than $1 million. You know what I mean? But the biggest one might get $1 million, bro. Like, that's why Ogawa ain't fighting right now, because he trying to get more money.
Oh yeah, I remember. He said I'll never fight for $500,000 again.
Man.
I'm fighting for $500,000, and Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury just made $40 million. They ain't got to slam nobody. They ain't getting kicked, elbow, gouged.
Yeah.
Nah, these niggas is. I don't know, man. Like, they ain't got no union. Them niggas in a shitty position.
Dana can do a little better. Like, hey, at least, man, he get them folks like farewell packages or something, but he don't be doing shit for them folks. You already not gonna pay. Like John Jones was making $500,000 and Gunner making $500,000. I mean, bro,
they superstars.
think about this: $500,000, bro. Ryan Garcia probably get around Nick. You know what I mean? He not nowhere near the best boxer.
He ain't got no belt.
You know what I'm saying? He not nowhere near the best boxer. He probably get 500,000, 400, 500,000. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Bro, the funny shit is how he just. I remember I seen that girl. It was that female fighter, and they was like, they sold a house, moved into like a little camper, shit like that, and she was only getting paid $50,000 for that fight, but she had to win to get that $50,000 bonus. So after you pay all your damn bills and taxes, You ain't got but $50,000. What the fuck you gonna do? You gotta go right back in the train after you heal.
Right.
And like you said, no endorsements, none of that bullshit. Nah, man. I don't even really watch it because of that shit right there.
Yeah, but that shit wild, bro. Like
that shit, just to know, like, you know, if you fuck yourself up in the street.
She said on the subject, he helped. Diaz didn't even want to leave the UFC. He wanted to box and then keep fighting UFC. But they don't let them folks do no outside ventures of the UFC while they signed to the UFC.
Yeah, bro, they can't make movies. Them niggas, you don't want them niggas making no bread.
You can't do shit without Dana White.
That's why we didn't, like, niggas think I'm joking, but we didn't get a second 18 because Dana White would then sign off on that shit for Rampage.
I can't believe.
This be the different shit right here. When you, like, nigga, you that gritty, like, at least Vince McMahon be like, hell yeah, go out there and represent me.
Right.
This nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Vince, like, all right, you know, give me, like, he may say, give me 5% for this shit. Maybe so, maybe not. This nigga's like, no. You're not going to be as hungry. Like, nigga, this nigga, I'll beat your bald-headed ass if I can find you.
And then the thing, since we on it, right, shit, Nate was trying to do both, right? But Dana don't let you get endorsements, don't let you do other shit, right? And then, right, if you don't want to re-sign to him, he hold up your last fight. He try to make you sign back before the last fight or your contract over. He try to make you sign 10 fight deals and shit like that, 8 fight deals and shit like that. And he do it before your contract over with. That's why when they get to the end of these people's contracts, a lot of them go into the stall shit. You know, they shit just seem to be stalled up all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like Nate Diaz, he just now getting the fight. He ain't had a fight in a minute. Francis Ngannou. It's because those guys don't want to sign back to the UFC. And when you don't want to sign back to him, he aged your ass out. So whatever you trying to go do, you go lose some years off that shit.
Yeah, he be on like a fight-to-fight basis with that nigga.
He trying to get you in a long-term deal. He don't do fight-to-fight basis. He got one base contract for everybody.
Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that. He actually making the competition better because you sending all the big names to the competition.
He got one base contract for everybody.
Like, I don't know how he ain't been able to, like, nigga, you should have been able to get even if he ain't as good as he showed, you should have been had MVP over there. Make a few dollars off of that nigga. Oh.
Yeah. MVP just got he just lost a bare knuckle. He getting a little older. I see age starting to catch up with him a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, he 4 or 5 years in the making when niggas was catching him like, who this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, hell no, I ain't going. He probably was like, hell no, I ain't going there. Giving you damn 4 or 5 years of my life,
right?
With no money. I can make more money just doing what I'm doing right now. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Dicks, you old P Diddy ass nigga getting nigga 360 deal contracts. Heard.
MVP ran it up. He ran it up though.
Yeah, he ran it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like something got to be wrong for you to like. If you're in this business for this shit, and we know that this is really the like boxing, combat fighting is the hurt business, but this MMA shit, this is the fucking hurt business. Like levels above this shit, like this is it. And not to go to the top brand, it's got to be something that's wrong.
The crazy part is that Diaz probably finna have his boxing match right, and he finna probably get paid about 2-3 years worth of MMA fights.
Yeah, in one fight, he fuck around and get 200 grand. That'll be.
Nah, Nate go get $1 million for sure.
That's 10 fights.
Tyrone got $800K. Nate, and I fuck with Tyrone. Fuck with blood. Nate is a much bigger star than Tyrone.
That's 10 fights right there.
He gonna get about $1 million. Nate probably get about $300K a fight because you ain't giving him no paper. Like he ain't getting no crumbs. He gonna get at least about $300K a fight. At least. He probably get more than that. He probably get $500K even though he's not a championship fighter type shit. Because he the best selling nigga on UFC. Don't let them lie to you. He is. Matter of fact, Nate Diaz.
Bro, when I watch
champions they got and shit, Nate Diaz still sell better than all of them.
Yeah, that because he know how to sell. Here's the funny shit right here, man. Remember when niggas was getting mad at Conor McGregor? They was like, "Oh, Conor ain't got it no more. He ain't got the nigga. You ain't about to have it no more neither. Once you see that damn check from that Floyd Mayweather fight."
Hell yeah. Conor ain't had no problem with his
Yeah. Fucking, and when you think about how much money, I bet you notice Conor McGregor really ain't been fucking with Dana White after that, bro. Conor McGregor was willing to remember that bullshit ass deal Dana White threw out there? For both of them?
Conor McGregor act like he gonna come back and box again.
Bro, listen. Do you remember that deal that Dana White threw out there for Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor to have a boxing match? He said he would promote it.
Say it again, my bad. Say it again.
Do you remember that deal that Dana White threw out there for Floyd? And he offered Floyd for him to fight Conor McGregor in a boxing match. He tried to do it first on Instagram. Do you remember what the offer was?
For who, Conor?
For Conor and Floyd. He said he would pay Conor and Floyd.
What was the offer?
$25 million a piece.
Dana said that?
Yeah.
I do remember something like that.
Floyd said, I ain't made $25 million for a fight in over 10 years. What the fuck is what is he talking about?
Dana White been exposed, he's still been cheap for a long time.
And then you turn around, he's like, I know Floyd probably said, yo, this nigga trying to get us to fight for $25 million. And nigga, I went and got you $100 million and something on the back end. He ever done that for you? I look at a nigga different too, bro. Like, yo, you know what?
Dana ain't had no choice but to let that Conor McGregor fight go on. That was too much money.
Too much money. You know what I'm saying? Too much money. So how you gonna come back and tell Conor McGregor, I got $3 million for you for a fight? You got what, nigga? You got how much money? I make $3 million in a month off the whiskey. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm finna end this joint. I'm gonna be back with some more shit. I'm gonna end this joint. I'm gonna go to the 2 hours. Because if I don't end it right now, I'm gonna have to let it go to 2:30. But I'm gonna go in this joint. I'm gonna come back, with some more info. I just wanted to come chop it up. About Nate Diaz, going over the boxing. He said he gonna be at the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight. He said he want to fight one of them, whoever win in that fight. You know what I mean? So we gonna wait and see, how that shit go. Jake Paul is fighting Anderson Silva. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I actually do want to see it. Yeah. I want to run this by y'all too before I get out of here, right? We be hard on Jake Paul, right, for not fighting boxers and shit, right? But okay, that man got 5 or 6 fights. Do we want to? Matter of fact, we finna do this. Fuck it. I ain't got shit but time. But fuck it. We this ain't gonna take long, about 5 minutes. We finna go look at a couple of our favorite fighters' first 5 fights. Let's just do that real quick, right? I'm gonna look at my favorite fighter, nigga. Everybody. Let's just look real quick. This is just so you see. I'm gonna go to Canelo Alvarez first, okay? Let's look at some of our favorite fighters real quick. And I can almost argue, right, that Jake Paul actually been fighting better people his first couple fights. But let's go to Canelo first, right? Let's go to Canelo first. Telling y'all, like, I get it. It's Jake Paul. I get it. It's Jake Paul, but how many fights they got? Like 5 or 6, right? No, he ain't got no more than 5 or 6. They got like 5 or 6, but and he about to fight Anderson Silva next, right? So Canelo first fight. Oh, she fucking up. Yeah, my shit is fucking up. Y'all won't let me be great, man. That won't let your boy be great, man. Hold on. Say no, I'm finna expose. I'm finna expose some shit right now. Don't want me to have my shit together.
You shouldn't have said his name. You should have been like, I'm gonna pull up one of our favorite fighters.
All right, look, here we go. All right, Canelo first.
That shit triggers it.
Canelo first fight, he fought a dude named Abraham Gonzalez. He was 0-1. His second fight, he fought a dude named Pablo Alvarado. He was 0-1. So Jake Paul first 2 fights, he fought a YouTuber. That was his debut. He fought Nate Robinson. That was his debut. So let's just say this, right? Canelo fought his first 2 fights. He fought a guy with no wins. Jake Paul fought a guy with no wins. Second fight, first fight. Not that big a difference unless you just want to nitpick the motherfucker, right? You can nitpick. Oh, he was a basketball player. Who the fuck was Pablo Alvarado? Pablo Alvarado went 0-8. So he got knocked out 6 times. So let's have Nate Robinson fight 7 more fights and see what he do, right? I'm just saying, 0-8. Canelo's second fight, this dude went 0-8 for his career. Abraham Gonzalez, he went 1-9 for his career. He won 1 fight after Canelo and lost 8 more. Now, Jake fought a YouTuber and Nate Robinson. Y'all get what I'm saying, bro?
Nah, he fought a basketball player.
Right.
And then he fought.
And Pablo Alvarez probably was a goddamn construction worker. You know what I mean? Jake Paul fought a basketball player, a construction worker, and a basketball player. You know what I mean? Shit. But I'm gonna do the next 3 fights because Jake Paul got 3 fights, right? Now, his third fight, he fought a guy named Miguel Vasquez. Miguel Vasquez was making his debut. Jake Paul fought Ben Askren, right?
Yeah.
Hey. So Ben Askren versus Miguel. Oh, Miguel Vasquez went 44-11. So this dude got a post. He got a post, right? He got a post. So Miguel Vasquez went 44-11, and Jake Paul fought Ben Askren, right? Ben Askren is a former MMA multi-organization champion. He ain't win gold in the UFC, but he has won plenty of MMA gold. He's an All-American wrestler. You know what I mean? Miguel Vasquez went 44-11. And this was his debut. So his level in this fight was novice.
Yeah.
Ben Askren was far more skilled at combat fighting than this dude at this time. Yeah. And he finished 44-11. Now, he ain't never been a champion. I just looked at it. Ben Askren never been a UFC champion. Let's only go UFC, right? He never been a UFC champion. So neither of these guys were champions, right? They about even, bro. Vasquez and Askren, they about even. Now, Pedro Lopez, this nigga was 0-0 with a draw. This is 4 fight. This Canelo 4 fight. He was 0-0 with a draw. Now Jake Paul fought Tyrone fucking Woodley. Now let's check what Pedro Lopez record turned out to be. He 0-6. This nigga 0-6-1. So Tyrone Woodley better than that nigga. So when Jake Paul 4 fight, and Tyrone Woodley got a post, he fought Tyrone Woodley twice, a decision, and then he knocked him out. Come on, bruh. He better than Pedro. Okay, this Jorge Jarez. He fought Woodley twice, right? So Woodley better than Pedro Lopez for sure. Let's look at Jorge Jarez. Now, this dude got some experience, right? Right? Okay. He 3-5. 3 wins, 5 losses. Now let's see what he did. This nigga went 8-27. Tyrone better than this nigga for sure. And now he about to fight Anderson Silva, right? Canelo fought a nigga named Juan Hernandez. He 2-2. Anderson Silva is 3-0 in boxing. Ding, 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 ding. So Jake Paul done fought 2 people. He about to fight 2 people. Better than Canelo his first 6 fights, bro. Anderson Silva is actually 3-0 in boxing. At 3-0, Anderson Silva qualifies as better than all of Canelo Alvarez's first 6 opponents that I went through, and I can go up 2-3 more because I see the records 0-1, 4-5. Don't make me keep going up. 2-6, 6-13, 8-21, 3-7, 4-15. Y'all see where I'm getting at? 5-17. I'm done though. But y'all see where I'm getting at, bro? Like Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley, actually, I get it. They MMA fighters coming to boxing. Like, I get it, but they actually are better than your favorite fighter's first 6 fights, bro. And then when you throw Ben Askren in there, comparing their first couple fights, Jake Paul looked like a motherfucking Olympic gold medalist right now. I'm telling you. Ben Askren, motherfucking Tyrone Woodley are legit wins, especially when you compare them to Canelo's first couple wins. And then you throw in Anderson Silva, who's actually a 3-0 boxer. That sound like Tyrone Woodley sound like your step-up fight. And Anderson Silva sound like your fight where you being tested. You know what I mean? To me, in 6 fucking fights, anybody out here fighting motherfucking Anderson Silva?
Yeah, man.
My point is, Sheldon, stop telling me Jake Paul ain't fighting no real boxers. When your favorite fighter, when most fighters do that. When most fighters, I could go to a couple more because most fighters' first 5 fights go be trash. I could pick Bud, I could pick Earl, I could pick fucking Wilder, I could pick fucking most people. And it's gonna look like that if you compare them to Jake Paul. So we really gotta slow down on that shit, bro. But I'm gonna get the fuck up out of it. I ain't gonna keep y'all in here too long. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna go 1 more minute. One more minute. But yeah, that's my point. Shit, don't come in here late, Sheldon, to ask me what's my point and shit. You should have been here 2 hours ago. You would have heard the point. Don't be coming in here late asking me what's my point, nigga. You should have been here on time. It's the end of the show. I'm supposed to be gone right now. But I'm still talking shit to you. I'm talking shit to you the last minute of the show. Come here and ask me what's my point. Watch the playback, nigga. Go back 30 minutes.
Oh man.
Come and ask me my point. You was on time. You was on time. You would have heard my point. Negro.
Talking shit.
All right, now I forget the fuck out of here because by the time I do all my shit, the show would have been in. Hey, I appreciate y'all sliding through here. Everybody self sharing more. Oh, y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate you. Skin Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look. My bad.